This is for the collective Pile 1 spirit. For the people that chose Pile 1, help me get messages for the people that chose Pile 1. Assumptions people make about Pile 1. Let's see. What are some assumptions that people make about my Pile 1s? Assumptions people make about Pile 1. Oops. Okay, so we have the moon. First thing I heard is that you could be hiding something. I don't know why, but for this pile specifically, it's coming through as if like this is current energy. So maybe this is like current assumptions about you that's coming through. But it seems like people are assuming that like you know something, or like you're hiding something, or you're trying to keep something like close to your heart, or like something about being private, or just not revealing some type of truth. Yeah. Like I'm getting something about like if people were to ask you about something, they feel like they would get nowhere with you. Because like you're not telling shit. You're not snitching, you know, you keeping your mouth shut about something. Or you're only giving away a bit of, like you're not giving away all the tea, you know? You'll give like little bits and pieces. I'm even getting like hints, but you're not spilling all the tea. You know, you're keeping stuff low key. Maybe people assume that you're a low key person. They assume that like something about the moon. I don't know if you post the moon a lot, or somebody's name could have like Luna or lunar in it, like a username or password. This is interesting. So if you guys like want to do something with like study something with space or astrology, or I don't know how I want to say autonomy, I don't know what that is. But something about like, even, I know this is going to be a small amount of you guys, but people that have dreams to go to the moon, like people assume that like it's something, you have an obsession with like outer space, the stars, like I said, zodiac signs, astrology, stuff like that. They may assume that you can do moon magic, or something about you working with the phases of the moon, you know, working with the moon. And because this card says perception, it's also making me think about like your perception. People assume something about your perception, or the way that you perceive things, or like the way you're perceived. There's something about that. This could be because of the way you're perceived, or you perceive them. This is strange, but it's also making me feel like that I don't know, something. Do you guys like to be in the dark? Or like the mysteries of life, like to learn about the darker things, something about like the dark side. You may like to wear a lot of Some of you guys may like to wear a lot of dark clothing, or you like to be the person in the background. You don't really like a lot of attention on you, or moving in silence could be a thing. This is also coming through as like, for you guys, Pile 1, a lot of people can't really, when it comes to the assumptions about you, it's really hard to assume or like come up with assumptions, because maybe you don't do social media, you don't post a lot, maybe you don't put your business out there a lot, you know, you're very private, and some people may even assume that you're a little sneaky, and you know, you have things going on, but you just either are trying to keep them to yourself. And I think these assumptions are like, why is this person so private? Why are they so sneaky? Or why do they not you know, tell us their business? Especially if this is like a group of people, wondering like if they can get some information out of you. It could even be like people could be assuming that you know what's going on. Again, it's like a current energy for a few of you, like you know something that's going on, or what's going on behind. Oh my gosh, I was gonna say, this is so off topic, but I was gonna say some of you guys could be mothers. People could assume that you either are a mother, or you have a family, or maybe you're like a homebody and you like to stay in the house. It is a bit of like sensitive energy too coming through, so people may assume that you may be a bit of a crybaby, or a bit of a, like you're sensitive, or like you're sensitive around a lot of energies. And maybe it's something here about like you not having a big friend group, you have a small circle. But I do get like you have very deep emotions. People assume that you're a very deep person, very emotional person. Somebody that's, I'm hearing, that's not afraid to be vulnerable, or it could even be like you cover up this vulnerability, like you keep it to yourself. It's one or the other. Yeah, I do feel like people assume you have kids. It could even be like you have kids but you don't post your kids, or it's coming through like you guys really, Pile 1, would be the people where people, like I said, would have to really make assumptions about you or assume things. But I feel like the assumptions people make about you is honestly just like them pulling shit out of their butt or just like them really not knowing, because it's something about like you knowing how to keep your business private, you not really revealing too much. Like you may be being in the background, you may not be seen a lot, you may not even talk to some of these people that are assuming things, and it's really hard for them to pinpoint like these things, or like why they have these assumptions about you. It's something about like if somebody would actually, if you would let them in, or if somebody actually took the time to get to know you, they would truly be fascinated by your mind, with this perception, how you see things, because it could be like something about like, I'm hearing looks can be deceiving. So you may appear a certain way, but how you truly are is way different, but it's coming through as a good way, you know? And some of you guys may shield yourself, protect your energy for a specific reason. You may be a little cold sometimes, or like with the crab, it's making me think like you pinch. So I don't know, like it's like you protect yourself, and any predators or anything like that, anybody trying to hurt you, like you'll pinch back, or I don't know, like you'll go in your shell. So it could even be like assumptions about like you don't like getting yelled at, or like people being upset with you, or you don't like confrontation. That's a better word. But on the bright side, I am getting a very mothering energy, and that's why I think people may assume you have kids. Very nurturing. No, I'm hearing people may assume you know how to cook. There's even something about your body. some type of assumption about your body, and a few things are coming through. So I'm getting like, some people may assume you may have got something on your body done, and you may not want to tell nobody, or like you're doing something low-key to improve your body or working on your body. Maybe people assume that like you are very desirable because of your body. This is even including your face, because I'm hearing face card never declines, okay? You may like to get your nails done, or it's something about your nails. I got the midheaven. So I really feel like you guys could be like focused on something, or like it's a purpose for all of this that you're doing. When it comes to like maybe shielding your energy, maybe like not having everybody in your business, or moving a specific type of way. But it's something here about a purpose, like you know exactly what you're doing. And I think that's why people may feel like that you're sneaky, or like you may be on to like something, whether it's like you know, hidden knowledge, or you may be able to read people or understand like the deeper things when it comes to people. With the bottom deck, we have Saturn. I'm also feeling like that. Why is it not? Okay. I was like, why is it not focusing? With this Saturn. There's some boundaries here. Something about boundaries. Oh yeah, so some of you guys may have been like maybe going through something. There could be assumptions that you're going through something, or you may have like low-key have some childhood trauma that people are projecting onto you, or this could even be just like hurt from like past people. And it seems like really what it is for you guys is you're like not saying something, you're not revealing something, you're coming off as closed off, or like protecting something, and people are assuming what this purpose could be, why you're doing this. Or this could even be like a person, like maybe you are setting boundaries with a person, or I'm hearing somebody could be in the doghouse. So people could be making assumptions about why maybe this person and you are having some type of confrontation, or like also like with the Saturn, it's like challenges. So things that you've went through in life and experienced in life, and it seems like your past experiences is what's made you. This could even be like the way that you wear your clothing, the way that you wear your hair, down to like the colors that you wear and the way you walk, and you know the way your eye contact is what I'm hearing. Like I said, this pile seems like either you don't talk much, you're really quiet. I'm hearing maybe you're not seen very often. It's very rare to see you. And I think this is why people may like feel like either you have a family, some of you guys could like, I don't know, be in a relationship, be married. Maybe you just got out of a relationship and you've been low-key, or just been dealing with like life's been lifing. I don't know, like it's a lot of things that I think people assume, but again, it's more of like why you do this. I don't know why my phone just stopped recording. There could even be something about like you always being in a rush, or having very little time to get to know you or talk to you. It's like you only tell so much, or you only show so much, or again reveal so much to these people, or people in general. And it could be like the way you dress, like I was saying, like your body. People may assume that like either you could be insecure about your body, honestly, or you got something to hide, like you got you got something that a lot of people desire, but you rather keep it low key, or even your life, like you have something that you're trying to protect, like a beautiful family, an amazing wife, an amazing husband, and amazing kids, like a life that people would dream of, but you may know that people will envy or try to take this, so people, like, you don't really let people know too much. And then there's also something about, like, maybe people assume that your family was very strict, or you grew up in like a strict religion. Maybe something as well about like having a lot of responsibilities, or just growing up, it's like your parents were hard on you or protective of you, and maybe this is like showing up in your adult life, or even if you aren't like at your big age or whatever. It's just something about like people have assumptions on like your background, or like even something about a relationship with a mother, or maybe your relationship with your kids. Let's see, maybe we can get I just want to try one more thing, one more card, and see. I heard a cat lady. So you guys could be a cat or a dog lady. People may assume that, or you have a lot of cats, or even just pets in general. But I'm gonna get one card that sums up this whole message when it comes to like assumptions about you. I do feel like you guys take really good care of yourself though too. People assume that like either, like I was saying, it would be hard to get to know you. It's something about like you being protective over yourself or what you have, and then it goes deeper into like why though, like what makes, like why are they so protective? Last card, Spirit, sums up this message. Assumptions about pile 1. Assumptions about pile 1. One more. What? Look. Liar, be careful of someone sneaky. So I mean, this could literally be people assume that you're a liar or you're lying about something. Again, looks are deceiving. Love spell at the bottom of the deck. You guys, people assume you could be a witch or work with magic. I think I said that earlier. Or you put a spell on them or a spell on someone specific. But it's like you're not telling something. And it could just be like, people are just like, well, okay, well, she just has to be lying. Or like, maybe because people, they want to figure out if you're lying or not. So this is why. Or maybe like they tried to figure out something and they didn't find anything. So they just assume that, oh, you're lying about it, or it's not true. Or again, like the sneakiness. They may even assume that you can catch people in lies. Like you're somebody that's good at observing body language. Like you're like a detective or something like that. But yeah, there's something here about a spell, or feeling under a spell, or maybe you working with magic, doing spells. People may even like take it, like I said, because it's something so mysterious and private about your energy, they may just assume that it's something. Look, 444 is something that like you do that's like working with like the occult, or something taboo, like something. It doesn't even have to be like magic. Maybe like you have a secret life, or like a secret job. Some of you guys may be having an affair, like I don't know, but it's something that people are assuming because they're trying to put the pieces together. They're trying to figure out like, well, how did she afford that? But then she wearing these shoes, and then you know she ain't got a man, or like she always posting a man, but we can't figure out who the man is, or she always posting these kids. Are they her kids? You know, people being nosy. See how big this man's nose is? People are being nosy in your business for no reason. And I feel like y'all are doing so good staying low-key about it, or just not saying shit, not telling people your business, that it's kind of like it's irritating these people. They want something to talk about. They want your business because it's something about like nobody really know much about you, whether it's you just in general or this specific situation. But I feel like you got some people hooked, you got somebody hooked, and they trying to figure it out. Okay, so yes, pile 1, this is your reading on assumptions people make about you. Let me know how this resonated, and also any future readings, don't hesitate to comment down below. And if you want to see specifically 18+ readings from me, check out my Patreon. I don't know if you guys know, but YouTube has not been playing with me lately. They have not been playing. So y'all want to see more from me, especially 18+, check out my Patreon, which is down below. But yeah, I appreciate you all. Turn on the post notifications, subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Okay. Spirit, this is for pile 2. Oops. The collective of pile 2. What assumptions do people make about pile 2? Okay. Assumptions people make about pile 2. Venus. Okay. People assume that you are very, 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 very sought after, very desired, very much loved. I'm hearing people assume that you're like everybody's first pick, you're top tier. There's even something here about luxury or loving to be comfortable, or like the comfort in life, like something about being comfy. So people assume that like your energy is very loving and comforting. They may assume you have really soft skin, or like you smell really good, or maybe like even 18+, you know, like it would be really good with you. Like you would taste good, smell good, feel good, you know what I'm trying to say. And like you would have them hooked, or you would have them just like people assume that you make people fall in love with them, in love with you easily. And I feel like I said that for a reason. So maybe people assume that you, like being around you could make them happy, or make them be in love with themselves, or love themselves, you know, just as much as you. Something about like maybe people assume that if they were your friend, or if they asked you for advice, like they could learn how to be in this loving, just I attract energy, Venusian energy. People may assume that you like are like in your prime, or you may be 21. Something about maybe like you're like in your you're younger. So even if you are older, like people may assume that you're younger than your actual age, and like you're aging like fine wine. Like something just looks really good. You look really, really good. People may assume that you're like a girly girl. You may like pink, you may like bows. I'm hearing like you are somebody that may keep up with the trends. And it's not in a bad way, like, oh, you know, you keep up with the Joneses, but like you're up to trend. People may assume you may be like really fashionable, you know, like what's popular, all the designer brands. And even if not that, it's like maybe there's something about your jewelry, or the way you style yourself. I'm even getting like your social media. There's something very aesthetic about you, and you being able to make everything look beautiful. I'm hearing like everything you touch turns to gold. Around people that are in a relationship, people could be assuming that you and your partner are in love. Maybe that you fall in love easily and you may romanticize your life. I'm getting some of you guys could be like hopeless romantics, or like you just love love. Like y'all would be like my lover girls, my lover guys. You know, you're somebody that loves to be in relationships. You love to spread love to others. And I think, again, like I said earlier, a lot of people love you, you know? A lot of people see you as, and a lot of people may even put you on a pedestal or see you as like top tier or high value, or somebody that's like just, you hold a lot of importance to a lot of people. And it's like you're somebody that people just love being around. You may even have a lot of friends, if not a lot of friends, a lot of people really appreciate your energy. A lot of people really just, I'm really hearing a lot of people wouldn't know what they would do without you in their life. How to, you are very much needed. You are very much loved. Like a lot of people, I'm hearing like you got an army behind you. People will really go to war for you. And I'm even hearing men specifically, like whatever, especially if you're a woman, whatever gender you're attracted to. Some of you guys could attract both genders, but people may assume that you got people like fighting for you, like people like going to war for you, you know, like you be having people just in love. Let's see, tell me more. What do people assume about how to? Assumptions about how to. I do feel like people assume that you know your worth. Like something, again, with that, I attract. I don't chase, I attract. Gemini. You could be like a social butterfly. Some of you guys may, it's something here about like people assume that you are good with networking, good with talking to people, maybe even negotiating. Maybe you're like the type of person where people feel like that, like you can get whatever you want, you know how to use your words well. Again, you're good with compromising or negotiating with people. You may know what people like, you know what people want to hear, you know what people want to see. And if people see you with like another person all the time, they could assume that this is like your boyfriend, or like some of you guys maybe your best friend, or like this is your sister. Something about you and this person looking alike or dressing alike, or just being very similar. Oh, that's what it is. Assumptions that people make when it comes to you is that to be your friend, especially people that are looking from the outside, or like they're just, this is like their first impression, they may assume that like they have to have the same interest in you as you, or like be as intelligent as you, or be as smart or as pretty or skilled in something to like be around you. Or they may feel like that, I'm hearing something about like, I heard no new friends first, but then I heard like, maybe you are like somebody that's easygoing, like you are somebody that loves to, like, I'm seeing the Two of Cups, so like collaborating, connecting, like there could be like a easygoing, a welcoming energy to you, harmonious, you know, like you're really just pleasant to be around. And then it's coming through too, like, you may know all the best spots in town, or know all the best, I don't know, restaurants, places to shop. Maybe that you've like traveled a lot, or you've been around a lot. I feel like there's people in this pile where people may see you out a lot, see you doing stuff. You may post a lot, or if not that, it's like they may feel like that your life is just so kind of perfect, or you just always have something exciting, always having something fun. You may always have somebody around you, people around you. This could be like you having a big friend group, or maybe even a big family for some of you. And then it's some of you guys where people assume you may like to talk. Assumptions about you is like you like to talk. Like you love having conversations with people and getting to know people. Make sure it's straight. Bottom deck, we have debilitated. Yeah, I'm getting, people feel like you may not have very many insecurities, very many flaws. It's something about you being good at everything. Maybe things always go your way, or like your life is good. You know, you may have like a dream life in other people's eyes, or people feel like that your life would be a dream, or being you would be a dream. Like a lot of people may idolize something that you have, and kind of like put you on a pedestal because of this. Like idolize being in your friend group, idolize, you know, having a night with you, or idolize maybe even you being their person, or like obsessed with them, in love with them, like you being in a relationship with them. It's something about too, like there may be a few people feeling like that you may be someone that it's hard to get a hold of, or you may have so many friends, so many things, just like your life is just so crazy, just like like that you, like, again, they wouldn't fit into your world. They wouldn't, something about like they're just not on your level, or again, like I was saying, they wouldn't fit into your world. They wouldn't be able to keep up with you. Maybe they assume that you wouldn't really see them the way that they see you. You may get a lot of compliments, and people have assumptions that you get a lot of admiration, a lot of compliments, a lot of people, again, talking to you, admiring you. People assume that you're really confident and that you really love yourself, you know your worth. You don't have any insecurities. Like life has always been easy to you. There may be a few of you where people assume that, you know, you came from some type of family where, like, you know, you were daddy's girl, or you were the only child. You may have been someone that grew up in a family that had money. Like you a bit spoiled. You may be a bit spoiled. People assume that. Like no is something that you don't hear very often. People do not tell you no. And this is coming through as pretty privilege, or privileged in some type of way. And this could be because of like you just having a soft life, or you being financially free, or having, you don't have very many worries. It's something about you being able to do whatever you want, or wear and say whatever you want, that you just don't have very many worries. You know, you can just take a trip tomorrow if you wanted to, or call up your friend, and you know, like, you have a lot of options. You have a lot of suitors. You have just a lot of, like, I'm hearing the world is your oyster type of thing. I did hear something about school, so people may assume that you're in school, or you possibly went to school for something, because there's something about you being very intelligent in the way that you talk, maybe that the words you use, or you could currently be in school, because I do feel like some of you guys are, like I said, younger, or you look younger. Now, I do want to get this last deck just to get a overall summary of, you know, assumptions people make about you. So let's see, we got the karmic insight. So let's see what spirit wants to say when it comes to pile 2 spirit. What's the overall energy when it comes to assumptions people make about pile 2? Assumptions about pile 2. Assumptions about pile 2. Did I say something about being a social butterfly too? Like, you can talk to anybody. Assumptions about pile 2. Assumptions about pile 2 overall. It says, open your heart. It will help you attract more love. Yeah, you're very much in your feminine energy, open to attract, open to receive. People may even assume that you get a lot of, like, gifts, or a lot of love offers, or like, maybe I'm hearing something about, like, your exes never get over you, or there's a specific ex that is, like, still wanting to be with you. But it's something like you just have an open heart, open energy. Like I said, this pile seems very welcoming, very, like, open. Like, did I say something about having open arms? Yeah, like, it's not coming through like you're stuck up or anything like that. Let's see what the bottom deck is. Challenges. It says, make a difference on work on inner healing. So maybe there's a few of you guys where people assume that, like, you weren't always like this, you know. I'm hearing there could be a few of you guys that honestly were like the oddball, you know, the black sheep, the ugly duckling, you know, when you were younger, and something about you just, like, bloomed into, like, this beautiful swan, like this beautiful person. And that people may assume that's why you're so, like, because I do get a down-to-earth, like, again, a welcoming energy, just loving energy, not so much like stuck up and conceited or arrogant, even though you could be like that if you know, you wanted to, because people do see you as something that's, like, up there, you know, like, above them. But it seems like, especially if you have a specific lifestyle, or you look a specific way, or your life just looks so, like, dream-like, people may assume, the assumptions people make is like, oh, like, but, you know, she or he didn't just get it, like, they had to get it out the mud. You know, it wasn't given to them, because you do have people that's like that, where you may take very good care of yourself, or it's something about the way you treat the things around you, the people around you. Again, take care of the things around you, where people assume, like, oh, like, you know, like, she had to have went through something or experienced something to make him or her, like, act that way, or care that way, or just, you know, be able to have heart to heart, be open. Some of you guys may have, like, done something with therapy, or worked on some type of challenge. It could even be like, maybe you weren't always this way, always in this energy of receiving. A lot of you guys may have struggled with being in energies of receiving, like, being able to, like, attract like you weren't excuse me, you weren't somebody that always was, that it was always easy for you to attract things. Let's see. Yeah. And then with the challenges, it's like people feel like that you don't experience a lot of challenges, or you always have somebody that's gonna have your back, or you may just, like, you're so loved and you're so appreciated and people look out for you, that it's just like you don't experience a lot of bad luck. People have people really think very highly and fondly, and it's something about like you always being somebody that people have very loving feelings towards. You may even help people open their heart. I don't know why it's coming through as like Ariel. Like, her energy is just so sweet, so loving, so even a little innocent and like naive a bit. Like she's just so like, I don't know how to explain it, y'all, but like I don't know, I'm hearing something about Ariel. You guys could have red hair, or maybe drawn to like mermaids or something, or like Disney movies. Yeah, Disney princess. Like you may have like a Disney princess energy, or you've always you get princess treatment. Like people teach you like a princess, or you see yourself as a princess. I don't know. But I think that's all I'm getting for you guys, Pal 2. Let me know. Look, I just seen 111 on the clock, but let me know how this resonated. And if you guys want to see more readings from me, specifically 18 plus, I just seen 2120 on the clock. What is going on? Specifically 18 plus, do not hesitate to go check out my Patreon, you guys. Please go check it out. Also, turn on your post notifications. I got a bunch of comments on my last videos about how like y'all haven't been seeing my notifications and stuff, so you know, see what's going on there. But yeah, please give this video a thumbs up, turn on the post notifications, and obviously subscribe if you are new. And yeah, I really hope this resonated. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in my next reading. This is for pile 3. I heard something right off the bat about you being tapped into something. People assume that you're like you know something, or like I said, you're tapped in because of like either the people that is a specific person, or the people that you hang around, or like a job that you have. For a few of you, I'm hearing your upbringing as well. Assumptions about pile 3. This is for pile 3, Spirit, pile 3. I heard people may assume you love your beauty sleep. Okay. Assumptions about pile 3. So there's something here about changing up too. Like either someone changed up on you, or you changed up. Let's see. Assumption about pile 3. Assumptions about pile 3. It seems like this is coming through as like a past energy. Somebody or people from your past are making assumptions that like you're not the same anymore, or like you wouldn't feel the same, or something about you not acting the same. Let's see. Assumptions. One card, Spirit. Assumptions about pile 3. We have the 4th house, home. So yeah, it makes me think about like childhood people from your hometown. Some of you guys may have moved, or like maybe these are friends that you grew up with, or maybe these are even family members, like making assumptions about you. For a few of you, I'm getting a message of like there's assumptions here about like your home life. People may be assuming something about like the people you live with. Like what goes on at home, maybe. They may even have assumptions about what your room or what your home looks like, what it smells like, what area or side of town that you live in. If you even stay in a home, or if you have an apartment, or some of you guys I'm hearing maybe even like a penthouse, or like a, like something about maybe you guys could stay downtown, or like maybe have like a, a high rise, maybe something like that. Or yeah, like it's like some of you guys could have like a farm or something. People may assume that you grow your fruits, or you're very natural, whether it's like the way that you look or like the way that you eat. You're a very natural, healthy person. This could even be like your diet. There could be assumptions about your diet. So like maybe if you're vegan, or like a vegetarian, pescatarian, there could just be like you could be trying something new out with the foods that you eat. Let's see. This is so out of the blue, but maybe you could take care of a specific parent, or you still live with your parents. There could be assumptions about that. Or some of you guys may have moved out of, again, like a city, state, or moved out of a place with someone else. This is coming through as well as like neighbors making assumptions about like what's going on at home. This is a trigger warning I'm getting. So if someone's seen you crying, or seen like a bruise, or heard like a bunch of arguing, something like that, you could have people trying to, is the word speculate, or just like being nosy, trying to figure out what's going on. You may have people like watching you. Some of you guys may have like a neighbor that could honestly be having a crush on you as well. But it's something here about watching somebody, like looking out their window and seeing something and making assumptions about like something when they see you. It could even be like if you have on a specific outfit or a uniform, especially your neighbors or people that pass by your home, like, and they see you in this. I'm hearing something about gardening or having like a fit on that's like you're about to go cut the grass or do something out in the yard. People may literally assume that you have a garden, or again, like I said earlier, you have something where like you plant your own fruits and vegetables, and you could have like chickens or roosters or like I was saying, like cows. Something about maybe you guys may stay deep in the country, or you may just have a lot of land. Yeah, something about your home. You may have a really nice home and people just have assumptions about how you can afford that home, or like you may stay with someone, or your parents passed it down, or again, what's going on in your home, like your home life. Seems like nosy people. Why are they in business? Assumptions about pile 3, Spirit. Assumptions about pile 3. Pisces. Yeah, it seems like maybe you could be in a sensitive energy right now, or I don't know, like something about you being sad, or like you being emotional about something, and people are assuming this could be something going on at home. Maybe people assume that you have a lot of responsibilities, and assumptions about you is like you may have like a lot to take care of, and something here about money too, because I'm drawn to the fish, and I think fish symbolize money. This is an interesting message. Let me get one more card to see what this is. Assumptions about pile 3, Spirit. Please tell me assumptions about pile 3. Heal. Yeah. Oh. So this could be like people having assumptions about like you possibly going through something that's like you in a challenging situation right now, but I'm hearing something about like people believing in you, people knowing that like this is just a phase, people knowing that like, oh, like, you know, she gonna get through it, or he's gonna get through it, and once you heal, you're gonna be in this Aries energy, able to act. Like it's something about family issues. Maybe people are assuming that you and your partner are going through it. Your family's being confrontational. Like you may be in this phase of like moving out, and or like, you know, trying to get your life together. Because I'm hearing something about like you've been mute lately, or you've been really quiet. Maybe you haven't checked up on your family, because I was picking up on family, or even your friends. Like people are assuming that just there's something going on, and it's like you may be dealing with stuff. You know, something about you hasn't been the same lately, or you changed, or you know, it's like you may be having like some type of medical issues. People may assume that like you may be like a nurse, or you would make a great nurse. You may like to take care of people. Some hear about a first aid kit. People may assume like you're the person that like people would, I don't know, like lean on for like healing, and that's like coming through as like different situations, but it's something about healing. Yeah, like if you have like some type of like cast, or some of you guys may be in a wheelchair, or you got like a band-aid or a bruise, or it's like something may be hindering your growth or holding you back right now, but it's like people aren't seeing you as somebody that's like stuck to this situation, or that's never gonna get through it, or you know what I'm saying? It's like people are like, just give her time, just give them time, like they're just going through this, but just wait, you know, just watch. I know my pile threes, they're gonna come through, they're gonna come back. Specific message, there could be some people reaching out, checking up on you, because it's just something about like you not being the same or not appearing the same. You may not be having a lot of energy, but people are just assuming that something's not right. Pile three, people are, especially people that are close to you, people are just seeing something's not right with you. And the people that do know, they're just assuming that from past situations, maybe you're somebody that's always had ups and downs in life, and you know, they've seen you go through the good and the bad, and they're assuming that, you know, this is just a phase, they're gonna get through it. I'm hearing like drugs. Some of you guys, people may assume that you may like to take drugs, or you may do them here and there, or because with Pisces it makes me think about like or I guess that would be, yeah, because Neptune is the ruler. It does talk about substances. Maybe you could like to drink a lot, or you've been drinking a lot, come to work drunk a lot, or drowsy, something about that, or again, being out of energy, being tired. Maybe you just been having a lot of responsibility if you have kids, or you just haven't really had time to like really let your hair down, let loose. Yeah, it's like you're dealing with something that's like a sensitive topic, or it's made like a big impact on your life, or I don't know, like it's like people just assuming you're going through something. Assumptions about you is that you're going through something, or that you've went through a lot, but you've healed. Maybe there could be assumptions that you may not, something about your family, or like maybe you and your family aren't close, or you may not have, or you really care about your family, you really love and cherish your family, something about you're very family oriented. Like you fight for the ones that you love. Let's see. I'm gonna use this Karmic Insight deck, and we're just gonna sum up this energy when it comes to assumptions about you. Assumptions about Pile 3, Spirit. Assumptions. assumption. Okay, we have a love spell. You've been bewitched and cycles. Yeah, it's like no shade, you know, not to like worry, but it's like people could assumptions about you is just like something about bad luck, or we have fate, karmic, something ending. Yeah, you could be leaving something or ending something, wrapping up some type of cycle, and these assumptions could be like you're coming to the end, like you were maybe stuck to something or hooked on something. Maybe this was somebody feeling like this towards you. Maybe you grew up in like a toxic environment, something about toxicity, something was toxic. But like I said, something beginning. People are assuming that you're coming out of this energy. Assumptions about you is that you either went through something and it's like it was hard for you to end this cycle, to leave it behind, or to, you know, just let go, end it. But it's like you did it. You know, you came out on the other side. Or again, this is like what people are, these assumptions is that you're gonna do this. You're going to get through it. Because it's like, especially if this is like past energy, people are seeing you as somebody that's very bold. This could even be like you building something, like bodybuilding, or like you worked on something and it was a lot of, I'm hearing trials and tribulations, trial and error, that's the word. But you didn't give up. And it could have healed something within. It's like maybe you weren't somebody that was confident in something, but then over time, over like maybe you worked on it, or it just, maybe even just took time, and it's like now you're confident, you're bold, you're assertive, you know, you're in this fiery energy. Or you just are naturally somebody that's a fiery person, but it seems like that you're not, you haven't been yourself lately. I'm hearing something about snakes as well. So you may have had a lot of snakes around you. Envious, jealous people around you. Or people, assumptions is that people feel like that towards you. This is also coming through like if you guys pick this pile and you have like a lot of tattoos, you know, you may have piercings, something about you looks really edgy. Assumptions about you is that you may have had a dark past, or like you may be rebellious, or you were somebody that was more rebellious back then, like the bad boy, the bad girl. You know what I'm trying to say? Like you went through some things. But again, with this healing energy, it's like you're not that person anymore. You're like a better, renewed person. I do feel like, especially with this Pisces energy, people see you, assume that you would be somebody that they could actually talk to and get advice from. Like something about like mentorship. Yeah. You may have went through a lot of transformations in life, and that could be assumptions about you too, that you transform a lot, you change a lot. And I think I said something about that earlier, like somebody being like kind of, what was the word I used? Like not necessarily wishy-washy, like you're fake, but it's just you go through, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's like, I don't know the word I use. You guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, you were like hooked to something, stuck to something, and you got out of that cycle. Or again, this could be current energy. Yeah, this could even be like people assumptions about you is like you're the obsessive type, or you're the intense type. Like something about you is like, especially specifically relationships, serious. You get really serious, and it's just like you're all about your person, like ride or die. People assumptions about you is you're like the ride or die type. And then there's also something here about being alone. So you may like to be alone, and people, that could be assumptions that people feel like you may like to be alone. You may not talk to people a lot. And the last message I'm getting is assumptions about you is like you may use your gifts, and this doesn't mean that you like you do tarot or something like that. Like I was saying with the people that are like nurses, or this could even be like makeup, you do makeup, because I'm seeing that post where it's like it's a woman and she does like lashes, and she was just talking about for a living she makes people feel beautiful. So there's something here about like you using your gifts, your skills. Maybe this is natural born gifts, or something you went to school for, something you learned over time to influence and heal others, make them feel better. And assumptions is like that you really enjoy doing this, that you are really passionate about this, and you love this. You love what you do. But pile 3, I actually went a lot longer on your pile than anybody else's. So please remember to give this video a thumbs up. Like I told the other piles, I have been getting comments about like you guys not seeing me post or getting notifications. So make sure you check out your settings or whatever. And if you don't, please turn on my post notifications. It would mean so much to me. And also, if you guys want to see specifically 18+ readings, even though I do other readings on there too, go check out my Patreon. I love you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next reading. Bye.